everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Ravens coming in at 6-3, going up against the Lions, who come in at 1-8. With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore, as standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go back to Riddick. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Riddick with a carry, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. To throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. And the Lions have recovered. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So 2nd and 10 here. Flacco off play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play on 3rd for the Ravens. 56 yards. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Glover Quinn entered the league as a cornerback, but has evolved into one of the best free safeties in the NFL.
Now Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Flacco will take to the air again. And he whips that one incomplete there. They go pass again with Flacco. That's caught at the 3. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
Theo Riddick, the 30, past the 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Justin Ellis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Second down, Flacco now. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his own goal line, Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go play action here on first down. And this one's incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
on any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Flacco. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Flacco looking to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Riddick. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. It's Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And the D looking like they may blitz. Flacco to throw again on second down. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
$10 yards to go on third. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a first down throw. Stafford going to throw right side here. Complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Where is this play going? And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here come the Lions now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So now with the late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. It's caught. It's Dennis Pitta. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dennis Pitta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They go pass again with Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Stafford now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the flat for Reddick. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
You give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On second down, here's Stafford. Incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So they will go for it. Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Stafford on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw on second down is Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. On first down, Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Under.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
And he comes back with one complete. Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dennis Pitta with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Down they go with Dixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, Flacco now. And that's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they're
under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying. And he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. He cuts it right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one is going to set the offense back. Stafford Stafford on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Play action. Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And now here come the Ravens. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
On the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dixon on the give from Flacco. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dennis Pitta with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, here's Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Stafford on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.